And if they're stooped, they start to calcify that way, and then they start to bend down. And like, you know, you don't want to be in that situation when you're 40.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you want to be in that, you don't ever want
You don't
to be.
ever, but yeah.
Maybe 90, you know, but not 40, and certainly not 20. And
No.
so, you know, you need to do a postural analysis or have someone take a look at you and say, well, you know, yeah, you're kind of hunched forward, and you got to be conscious about it. You got to pull back a lot and open up.
Yeah.
It's also kind of I think part of the reason it signifies dominance is because, like, this is a protective crouch, right? And it's to stop animals that jump on your back from getting at your soft part. So it's instinctual. It's protective, right? So this basically says, I'm open to the world, right? But what it also says is I can handle being open to the world. You're at the X where all the suffering takes place. You going to whine about that? Or are you going to say, bring it on, I can handle it?
Hi. What time is it? So it's 11:06, and I have to get up in about 4.5 hours, which is fine because, like, I mean, I'm not too concerned about being sleep deprived because tomorrow I'm gonna be like sleeping a lot, like most of the day. But I am getting top surgery in the morning. I am Dr. Shore's first patient of the day. I don't know how many patients she has, like, on an average day, but I'm the first one, so it's gonna be at 7 a.m. I have to be at the hospital at 5:30. Today at work, I was sort of like felt sick to my stomach whenever I would think about it, but like I feel like that was when, so far, that's when the nerves have been the highest, was today at my shift. I don't know why. Like, it just felt like, you know, I kind of wish I had today to just, like, kind of emotionally prepare myself, but I was at work and I couldn't think of anything else, and, you know, I kind of just wanted to relax, but, so I'm at my friend Michelle's house, and, she's going to drive me to the hospital. There will be a giveaway. All you have to do to enter the contest, the giveaway, is you have to comment, you have to subscribe, and then you have to comment on this video, gimme the jug. Gimme is spelled Gimme. Gimme the jug, and I will randomly pick one of you, and I will mail my breast tissue to your house, and then you can keep it. So that's my giveaway that I'm doing. I'm getting double incision, which means that I will have 2 scars underneath my pectoral muscles. I asked about peri-areola or keyhole back in November when I had my first consultation, and they said that basically I couldn't be a candidate because you have to be very, very small chested in order to be a candidate, and if you're borderline for peri, then it's kind of a bigger chance that your results will be botched, basically. So double incision it is. I'm literally like, I'm wearing a shirt that's like kind of small on me, and like I can feel my breasts hitting it, and I can like see them out of the corner of my eye, and it's just crazy to think that like after tomorrow I'll never have that again, because even being so close to this surgery right now, I still feel like mildly dysphoric about it. I mean, I don't bind in my videos, but I dress accordingly, you know, and I make it so that you can't see them. If the dysphoria gets too bad, it literally, it kind of feels like I have ants or like bugs crawling on my skin. Or if my binding gets too uncomfortable, I'll have to like, I might take my binder off, but then I'll be hunched over, which is bad for my back. So it's like, I either hunch over and hurt my back, or I bind and hurt my back. I have a bad back now. It's just gotten worse over the past 3 years because of that. I don't exercise. because if I exercise with a binder, I won't be able to exercise for more than like 20 minutes. If I exercise without a binder, I'll get the feeling of, you know, people staring at me, and I'll get the feeling of like having ants crawling on my skin, and I won't be able to do it, basically. So I haven't gone swimming in like 3 years. I mean, I did one time, and I had to wear a shirt, and I was insanely dysphoric about it. It's the most dysphoric. That swimming was like the most dysphoria I had about my chest in quite a long time. I used to love going swimming. I love swimming. I used to go swimming all the time, and now I don't because of my chest. And now I'll be able to do it again, so it's gonna be great. I don't know what else to say. Like, I'm not even nervous anymore. It's just like, it's just gonna be great. So I'm not gonna sleep tonight. Like, I'm gonna try to, but like, I know I'm not gonna sleep tonight. Ow. But you know what? I mean, it's fine. The only thing I would be worried about is having like my immune system being weak from lack of sleep, but like, I'll live, you know. So it's the morning of surgery, and I'm going to be sliced and diced. Can't stop saying that. In about 2.5 hours. Do you have anything to say? I don't.
I'm just excited.
Me too. It's like, I just feel like I'm gonna be at peace, you know, when it's over. Like, I'll be in pain, but I'll be like, they're gone, you know.
He's 26. He named all his dogs with a P.
Oh, I love it.
And then one of them he named Vernon.
So I'm in the pre-op room, and I'm just waiting for someone to come in. Yep, don't have an IV in or anything, just in a gown. We'll see what happens. Don't know what's going on. I don't know if my mom is here yet or my dad, but yep. Hi guys, so it's about 3:30 p.m. and I'm post-op. This is my drains right now, my vest. I'm really tired and I just had a nap. I haven't vlogged a lot in a while. I didn't get any of me like in the recovery room, but there wasn't much to see. I was just like this, but in a gown basically, and in the hospital. I'm in some pain, obviously. It varies on how severe the pain is, but right now it's probably like a 6, maybe a 5. I have to go to the bathroom right now, and I like don't really want to get up. I feel mentally, I feel really good. I feel at peace. I also feel really, really anxious to see my chest. Not anxious in a bad way though, like antsy, because I have to wait a whole week to see it. Okay, I'm gonna get up and try to eat a cookie or something. Joe was supposed to come in tonight, but I just found out that his flight got delayed and had to be rescheduled for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning I have a pre-op appointment at 10 a.m. and that's when he's supposed to get here. So that kind of sucks, but it'll be okay.
It's 10 a.m. and I didn't move all night. And I'm afraid to move. Because I had an alarm set at like 2 a.m. so I could take another pain med. But it didn't wake me up. But Joe is here. I'm gonna take a shower and take all the padding off so I can see my chest. I saw it yesterday for like 30 seconds, but I'm gonna really be able to like look at it. Contacts you. Are you filming? Where are they? Are you filming?
Yeah.
Okay.
I should be helping you.
I don't need help. No.
It's kind of dark.
That's fine.
Oh, that's better.
You can open the curtain if you want.
No washing hands before contacts. The classic Ollie way.
I cannot get up. I have no other choice.
Where's your glasses?
They're on the table. I'll just put them on. But then I won't be able to see my chest.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, but in the shower I won't.
You can't see close range?
No. Did it. And now I need a necklace to wear so I can hang up my drains.
Hang up your drains?
Yeah, because I need somewhere to hang when I'm showering.
How do you hang them?
On the necklace.
Like the pins go on the necklace?
Yes.
Not just through your skin?
I had a dream that I was putting pins in my skin last night. I might need you to hold these when I take everything off.
Okay. How bad does it hurt right now?
It doesn't hurt that bad.
That's good.
This is numb.
Yeah.
This is numb over here. This is less, this side is less numb for some.
Are those pads sewn on?
I don't know. Let me see. This is my chest. So Joe just left, and I'm really sad because I'm not going to see him for 25 days. But I just want to update you on how I'm doing. I got a rash because I had an allergic reaction to the iodine they put on me. I'll show you the rash. I don't know why I'm showing you the rash, but I've just been using hydrocortisone cream, and it's been helping a lot, because yesterday it was like really red. That it was really bad on my neck. I had surgery before, and they used iodine on me, but it was on, I had a cast over it, so like, I couldn't see if I had like red bumps or anything, but like, I was really, really itchy. I just didn't know that it was because of the iodine. I guess I'll just show you my chest, just because I honestly need an excuse to take this off. But I can shower. I'm back to my normal once a day showering routine, which is really nice. And today is Sunday, and I'm 4 days post-op, and I don't get my drains out until Thursday. So, yeah, it's going by really slow, but it'll all be worth it. Here it is. There she is. As you can see, I have no muscle at all. So I plan on getting a gym membership as soon as I possibly can. And yeah, it's very numb, like on the sides. Oh yeah, that's totally numb. Totally numb. This has feeling. All of this has feeling. This does not have feeling. Right under my scars, there's no feeling. But, yeah. The rash looks pretty gross, I'm not gonna lie, but hopefully I get that taken care of as soon as possible, because I don't like looking at it. It looks really creepy. These things, I don't know how they're placed on me, but they are totally waterproof because I have showered, and they will not come off. But I think I'm getting them off on Thursday, and yeah, so I plan on going swimming at the end of this month. It's July 1st, and I'm going to Austin to see Joe on the 26th, and he said we could go swimming, and I've been wanting to swim for a really, really long time. Yesterday, I was unbearably itchy, and then I got the cortisone cream, and it really, really helped. I'm also taking Benadryl, just to for extra itch relief. But yeah, the rash is starting to look a little bit better. Right now I'm just really, really, really anxious to not have to wear the vest every single day, because it's getting, I mean, it's not even like right now I have no pain. It just feels very numb, and like I don't have very much mobility, but it doesn't really hurt to do this. Yeah. I didn't think that the whole being on your back thing would be a problem for me, because I usually sleep on my back anyways, but the other night I woke up at 3 in the morning. I usually sleep through the night too, but I woke up at 3 in the morning, and I had an overwhelming urge to turn over, but I knew that I couldn't, and that was terrible, and it made it really hard for me to go back to sleep. Yeah.
I definitely don't get tired of looking at my chest, even though I have these two things on my nipples and the scars, you know, are pretty gnarly right now, but I just cannot wait to get these drains out, like, seriously. And just, like, the thought of wearing a shirt with no binder and the ability to breathe freely is just, like, that's what's gonna make it all worth it. So, yeah, I wish I could just walk around like this for the rest of the day. Like, it doesn't even matter to me that I have the two things on my nipples. Like, I just love looking at myself. Yeah. What else is there to say? These I don't empty out as much because there's not as much fluid in them, which is good. That's supposed to happen. The fluid is also lighter in color. I have 3 more days. Just 3 more days, including the rest of the day. So 3.5 more days of wearing the vest, which is less than what I've gone through so far. So, yep. I'll talk to you guys later if anything else interesting happens. So I'm sitting on my couch, about to get in the shower, and just thought I'd update you on how I'm feeling. So Joe left yesterday, which makes it not only hard because I miss him, but hard because I don't have an extra pair of hands. I feel like drying myself off when I'm done showering might be difficult, because he always helped me with that. I had to pull out the thing to turn the water on, and I would always have him do that before, and it, like, sent this, like, not necessarily pain, but just this weird feeling, like, I felt like maybe it was my tubes moving around, but, yeah, 3 more days till I get my drains out. I'm 5 days post-op. My rash is still here, and it looks gross still. But it's I have to cough as gently as I possibly can. But yeah, I feel like, I don't know. I cannot wait to get these drains out because I can actually feel them now, so. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna run out of cortisone cream because I literally apply it on my entire torso and my shoulders and my neck. So, yeah, and I can't drive, and basically can't go anywhere. I have to rely on other people to take me to places, which is terrible. We'll see how long that lasts. Other than that, pain is, like, pretty minimal. It's mostly just, like, itchiness and general discomfort. Now, I have to wash my hands and just let this air dry.
Narrative or parallel to the distinction between elucidate a complicated argument, so you can't do that. Everything gets compressed to a
resistance to the idea that anything of quality could come out of this group of people. It's really interesting to me, and I'm wondering why.
Alright, so I didn't vlog anything yesterday because I was just sitting at home. But yesterday was my 1 week post-op. I've got the rash taken care of. It's not a problem that I was anticipating, but, you know, something's gotta go wrong, right? I went to the doctor and they gave me some medication for it, and there's like very infrequent, extremely mild itching, but usually no itching at all, so that's a relief. I feel I still have my drains in me right now, but I'm about to get them taken out. My appointment is at 12:10, and this is my first day going back to school. But I had to leave early to make it on time to this appointment. And yeah, so I'm like starting to regain feeling back, because, or maybe it's just because the itch isn't distracting from the feeling, but yeah, if I move in a certain way, I think I can feel the drains, and like, it's not painful, it's just really weird. Like, I still don't want to open doors or like move anything heavy, because I just feel like it's not good for my chest. Like, it doesn't even really hurt necessarily, it just doesn't, I don't know. It's hard to explain. I still can't drive, but I'll probably be able to soon. I almost decided to drive yesterday just to like get food somewhere really close by, but opted not to. So yeah, and I'm gonna go back to work on the 12th at the latest, and today is the 5th. So yeah, should be going back to my normal life soon. I don't know if I'll have to continue wearing the vest. I might, and that'll be annoying, but like, it's whatever. I'll be fine with it. Wow, okay. So, I got my drains out. Did not film any of that process because I went with my dad, and I just went in there by myself. I didn't have anyone else there to film, and I wouldn't feel comfortable asking my dad to film it. He'd be like, why? And then I don't know. But, so I didn't film any of it, but like, it wasn't that exciting. They just pulled out the drains, and she took off the cauliflowers on my nipples and took the tape off, and basically now I am just wearing band-aids on where my drains were going in and on my nipples because they are very sensitive. And I have a really funny, gross story that's like way TMI, but like it's way too funny to not tell. So, you guys know about the rash that's on my torso, and that I'm taking medication for it. And probably one of the side effects from that medication is constipation. So I was just on the toilet like 20 minutes ago, and I was pooping. And I was constipated. So, but I was also shirtless because like, why the fuck would I want to wear a shirt right now? Like, I don't have any padding, like, I don't want to wear a shirt. Like, I want to run around like a meth head, shirtless, outside, and just scream. But, like, so I was shirtless, pooping, and I was pushing really hard because, like, I was so into it that my eyes were closed, and I felt this drip drop on my stomach, and I was like, was that a tear? It wasn't a tear. It was blood. And it was coming from the very center of my brand new nipple. So basically, I was clenching too hard, and blood just started squirting out of my nipple. So it stopped bleeding now, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Unless you think I should. Maybe I should call my surgeon. But anyway, I have not been this happy in a couple years, probably. At least not sober. I haven't had any Ritalin. I did not drink anything. I am not high. I'm just high on life right now. I haven't felt this peak. I haven't had peak trans until, like, right now. Like, the past hour or two, I have just been over the moon. Because, like, during my first week of healing, as you know, One, I had this rash that was making me miserable. It doesn't itch anymore, but it's still kind of visible. But it doesn't itch, so that's really what matters. I had padding and a binder, which was, you know, irritating. I had the weird things on my nipples, which, like, made it so that when I looked at my chest, I was like, it's flat, and that's awesome. Like, you saw my initial, like, first chest reveal, like, the first time I ever saw my chest flat in this video, like, and I was shocked and, you know, you saw my reaction, but that kind of wore off because I was like, okay, it's flat. I have let that sink in, but what does it look like? You know, like, I wanted those to be off. They were way too distracting and weird looking, and I kept playing with them, and it was, you know. And, of course, the drains that were always getting in the way. And I would have to, this is how I would shower. I would wear this, and then they had, like, safety pins on them, and I would hook them to this necklace, and I would shower with this on, and then the drains would just be hanging here. And I would have the things on my nipples. So it was like, and I had, you know, tape, and it was just kind of like, it didn't feel, I don't know how to describe it. I just felt too medical, I guess you could say. Like, I had drains coming out, and, you know, I couldn't, even when I would go out in public, like, the drains would show from under my clothes, and it looked really weird, and, I'm just looking at myself in the mirror right now, and, like, I'm flat, and I can breathe. I'm flat, and there's no restrictions. I was worried about overhyping surgery before, because it was something that, you know, I've been looking forward to for, you know, since November, and it's been something I've been working towards for like 3 years. You know, it's always been something that I've wanted. And there was a part of me that was worried that, like, you know, what if it's anticlimactic? Like, what if you kind of, I mean, I even had doubts, like, what if I have regrets? Like, that would be terrible. You know, it's just, like, I never thought that I would have regrets, but, you know, it's just like, you're not sure until you actually do it. And now it's like, I was not overhyping it. I was underhyping it, dude. And listen, like, I'm just talking about my experience. This is the best decision I've ever made in my entire life. I mean, I knew that I would be relieved and very happy, but I didn't think I would be this relieved and this happy. Any doubts that I had, any, you know, second thoughts, any, like, what ifs, or, like, what if, you know, what if I don't like my scars, what if it feels inauthentic, all of those worries are just gone. I haven't felt this kind of relief until right now. Like, this appointment, I didn't know how huge it would be. Like, they amp it up as it, I mean, sometimes, I mean, everyone's different. Like, I had to have my drains in for a week, which I feel like is kind of a long time to have them in, but wow, like, it was a long week, but it was worth the wait. I can't believe how much more I feel like a man. Who would have thought? I was really happy when I went on T. And I cried the day that I got it, and I was so excited for my future, and I was overwhelmed like this. But when you go on T, you know, it eases you into it month by month, and you're able to take time and think about your changes and how you feel about them, and it's a slower process. But with this, it's like, they're gone. They are gone forever. And I am permanently flat. Just like that. Your whole life changes so quickly. And it's a lot to take in. I have no fears. I have no regrets. And honestly, like, I was thinking about it the other day, and, like, how how much I don't want to kill myself at this point in my life. I mean, I've been in good places before, but when you have depression, it's like you're just expecting it to go bad again. Like, it's just, you're just in a hole even when you're not in a hole. Even when things are okay, it's like we have to wait for something to go wrong, and like there'll be a reason for you to want to kill yourself. And now it's like all I see in my future is hope right now. And I know obviously I'll have struggles, but like right now it's like I just gained like 1,000 more reasons to live, and it's so huge. And I didn't think that I would be this elated, but like I'm so proud of myself for doing this. I am so proud of my chest, and I just can't wait to live my life. I guess I should probably show you my chest. Alright, so I'm wearing band-aids on my nipples because, see, that one's still kind of bloody from, you know. Man, I'm scrawny. One thing now is that I don't have any more excuses to not get buff by the end of the year. So, well, maybe not. I'll give myself a year. I want to gain like 20 pounds of muscle. Oh, this is gonna improve my posture. I have terrible posture. Like, this is how I was before. Just like naturally, that's how I stood. Stand up straight with your shoulders back. That's rule number 1. Bitch! This is like not a great shot, but look at how good my scars look. I was so scared they'd be like really dark and thick, but like my surgeon was Dr. Allison Shore, and I don't see a lot of her. I mean, you know, I mostly just see like Dr. Garamoni and Dr. Medali, and you know, they're like the superstars of top surgery, and they have great results, but like this is like just as good as the Garamoni and Medali results that I've seen. Well, I have no idea what I'm going to do for my next video, because I've been planning this one for a while, but thank you guys, as always, so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.